Take the hassle out of buying a car with NorthwestWheels.com. Now on hard copy. It's the bizarre videotape of the Son of Sam, New York's most notorious serial killer.
At one time, I was called the Son of Sam. Today, God has said, you are now the Son of Hope.
Now, David Berkowitz is born again and preaching out from behind bars. From murderer to minister. They thought they lived in one of America's safest cities until this beautiful teen's life ended in terror. And the family's frantic pleas were all caught on tape.
Who is it screaming?
Your sister. Calm down.
My mom is there.
Calm down.
It's the senseless murder of the girl next door, caught in the crossfire. Jerry Springer. He's gone from politics to trash TV to movie star. Now, we climb into the ring with Springer and confront him about his competition and his own outrageous antics.
What do you say to the parents of the kids who say to their teachers, don't you talk to me that way or else I'm going to Springer you?
It's Springer in the hot seat. Plus, it's Sex in the Sun as we hit the beach with the red-hot cast of Acapulco Heat. And the truth about Madonna's new project. Is she daring to make a game show? This is Hard Copy for Monday, November 16th.
Hi again, I'm Kyle Kraska. Satanic serial killer Son of Sam is outraging victims' families once again, this time from behind bars. Because as Steve Langford reports, he's figured out a way to deliver his unbelievable message into your home.
It always seemed that I had some kind of a connection with the devil. I always felt like the devil was around. I just loved the darkness. There was something in me that just craved the darkness.
He went on a murderous rampage that terrorized New York in the late 70s. He did it for the devil, whom he called Sam. He christened himself Son of Sam, but now he wants you to believe he's been saved.
At one time, these hands were being used by the devil to destroy. But I thank God today for his great mercy that these hands are being used to touch lives. If God will save someone like me, a murderer, and make me into a minister today, he'll do that for anybody. He can say nobody is beyond the hope of God's reach, outstretched hands. Nobody is beyond the hope of God's love.
David Berkowitz, the creepy, pudgy-faced killer who stalked discos and shot 7 young people to death, and who then baffled cops with the satanic verses he left behind, is now starring in a couple of Christian videos, he says, to lead others to salvation.
At one time, I was called the Son of Sam. Today, God has said, you are now the Son of Hope. That's my new name, Son of Hope, because I tell everyone that there is hope in God.
If you're disgusted, you can imagine how the families of his victims feel. Michael Loria lost his precious daughter Donna to a bullet Berkowitz fired as she sat in her car outside her Bronx apartment. Donna was just 18 years old.
They're glorifying him. As far as him changing religion, I don't believe a word of it. And I'm a Catholic, and I don't believe he is changed.
This video, called Son of Sam, Son of Hope, was produced by a non-profit church group in Florida. If it makes money, they say they won't see a red cent, and they defend their decision to give the Son of Sam a soapbox.
You can't bring back the people that he destroyed, but he can warn other young people. He can tell them, I made tragic mistakes. I gave myself over to Satanism and the occult and the dark side. I thought violence was a cool thing to do. Let them hear out of his mouth why he did what he did.
In the video, Berkowitz claims he was out of control even as a kid, and he tells how one night in Pelham Bay Park in the Bronx, he was seduced into a cult by devil worshippers.
As unbelievable as it sounds, what started as animal sacrifices, people began to talk about making human sacrifices. And I never knew at the beginning that this stuff was going to result in murder.
Then, he says, came the infamous killing spree that turned the Big Apple into Terror Town. When it was all over, he was sentenced to 300 years behind bars. It was there that Berkowitz says he was born again.
In the quietness, I just started crying and crying, and all this stuff was just coming at me. I said, God, I'm so sorry for living like an animal. I'm so sorry for all these things, Lord God. I don't know if I even understand what happened. Lord, it seems like I never had a moment peace, God. I never had a moment of peace or happiness in my life, not real happiness. And I just began to cry.
So, is he sincere? Only David Berkowitz knows. For the lives torn apart by the son of Sam, a new born-again Berkowitz may be too hard to ever accept.
Here I am, a murderer, a man locked behind prison walls now for 19 years. And yet God has shown me that he was willing to forgive me and give me a whole new life.
He says the demons made him do it. Then the demons are still in his body. He never got rid of the demons.
And tomorrow, another serial killer who's haunting his victims' families. But this one is doing it from the grave. John Wayne Gacy was executed for killing 33 people and burying them near his home. We'll have the latest on the search for even more victims of this mass murderer tomorrow. And now the senseless murder that's rocking one Utah community. The victim, a beautiful 16-year-old girl. And as Ed Miller reports, her only mistake was being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Bethany Hyde, a beautiful 16-year-old with a bright future who loved life and touched everyone she met.
You could know Bethany for 5 seconds and love her to death. She was just so likable and so loving.
But suddenly and tragically, Bethany's promising life was cut short. Just a block and a half from her home, she was caught in a hail of bullets.
We need an ambulance right now. Was somebody shot?
Yes, she was.
I was just holding her head, and I just told her that I loved her.
Bethany Hyde was one of 7 children. In a family divided by divorce, she was known as the peacemaker, always trying to keep the family together.
Bethany was always quick to step in, you know? She definitely is doing her job now, because I don't think that I've ever felt as close to my brothers and sisters as I do now.
Suburban Salt Lake City, Utah is a normally peaceful community, but the tranquility of this town was shattered when Granger High lost one of its favorites. It was 2 in the morning. Bethany was headed home from a friend's house with her older sister Megan and friend Mike. While stopped at a red light, another car pulled up beside theirs. 6 bullets pierced their car, 5 passed through harmlessly, but 1 found Bethany.
I was just screaming, no, somebody help us. My sister's been shot.
She's talking through. She's talking through.
Who is up there screaming?
Your sister.
Calm down. My mom is sick.
Calm down.
I'm in the hurry. My sister.
It was a random and senseless act that took Bethany's life in a matter of minutes.
I don't think I'm going to be able to go through that light anymore without that knowledge of that feeling that this is where my baby daughter died.
With very few leads, police believe Bethany's murder may have been a gang-related case of mistaken identity.
This was unprovoked. There's no prior relationship that we know of between any occupants in Bethany's car and the suspect vehicle.
Bethany's classmates mourned the loss of their friend with a shrine of flowers, candles, and photographs at the site of her murder.
Someone out there knows something. Have a conscience, come forward, anything at all.
For Bethany's family, the memory of that tragic night will remain with them for a long time.
All I could think of was, not my Bethany, not my baby.
And if you have any information that may help authorities, you can call Hard Copy's tip line toll-free at 1-888-TV-COPY-7. Well, there may be no pro basketball, but that hasn't stopped Dennis Rodman from fouling out. The latest on his reported bad behavior in this Hard Copy Flash follow-up. NBA star Dennis Rodman may have gone way out of bounds with the Los Angeles cocktail waitress. Hard Copy caught up with Rodman, leaving the very hotel where Susan Patterson claims the rebound champ grabbed her bare breast, jammed a $100 bill down her blouse, forced her into a corner, and then lunged after her. Rodman's getting sued for battery, false imprisonment, and emotional distress. Take a look at the beefy, bulging, buff Jesse Ventura, except it's not. It seems the former wrestler, now governor-elect, known as The Body, used a body double for his campaign ads. The muscles belong to a guy named J.R. Bonus. The ad's creators say Jesse was too busy wrestling for votes to spend 12 hours a day shooting ads. And that's a wrap on the Hard Copy Flash Follow-Up.
Up next.
I just got to get to the Jelly Show. I don't even know, but I'm feeling like home. No, I'm not. I'm feeling real good. Because we on our way to Hollywood.
And we hit Hollywood for Jerry Springer's freak-filled movie premiere as TV's trashiest talker comes clean about his secrets to success.
I have no talent. I'm a schlub that has a show, and it's worked well.
Plus, the sizzling action series turning up the TV heat. But these stars know how to shoot more than just their scenes.
Looks like Swiss cheese, my friend, Swiss cheese.
And our Truth Squad tells if Seinfeld's George Costanza is going from sitcom sidekick to sinister big screen villain. That's coming up.
Oh, I'm in pain. So much pressure. I just can't focus.
Mom, it's 13 minutes to 260.
Kevin, just give me a minute.
Mom, you okay?
Now clear the sinus pain with Tavist Sinus Gel Caps. It's new. It goes beyond pain relievers like extra-strength Tylenol to not only relieve pain, but unclog the congestion that may cause the sinus pain. So you're clear-headed again.
Can you say that again?
Why suffer sinus pain? Be clear-headed, clear through your day with new Tavist Sinus Gel Caps.
Oh, it's cooking now. Hey! Come on. Hey, there, sugar darling. Let me tell you
When you use Lever 2000, you'll always feel like being close. Because Lever 2000 is a tough deodorant clean, so you want to get close. But we also have moisturizers for your skin, so you want to stay close. Lever 2000, the touchable clean for all your 2000 parts.
Nicolads is what you need when you're serious about classifieds. When you want your free copy, you can find Nicolads at over 3,000 locations throughout Oregon and Southwest Washington. We've always been easy to find, available where you shop. And now Nicolads is available in bright yellow street racks conveniently located near Safeway, Wearmart, and Cub Food stores. Nicolads, more classified ads, more readers, and now more new locations. Nicolads, serious classifieds, period.
My clients leave messages on my PCS phone and at my office.
Pam, listen, I need to add 17 for tonight's guest list. Hope you get the message.
It would be out of control if it wasn't for one thing.
I need to add 17 for tonight's...
Only US West Advanced PCS gives you both your PCS and your office messages with one call.
Jeannie. Hey. Oh, you got my message.
What message?
Just kidding.
Get a digital phone for as low as $49 with rebate. US West. Life's better here.
If you eat, and we all do, and you want to get close, you need Breath Assure. Breath Assure, America's #1 breath capsule. Be confident, be sure. Breath Assure.
Nutrition bar with great taste. That'll happen when pigs fly.
Bob?
The Balanced Nutrition Bar. Get some balance in your life.
Well, forget Howard Stern. It looks like Jerry Springer is the new king of all media. He's got a talk show, a new book, and now a new movie. Our Jerry Penacoli took off the gloves for a one-on-one with TV's top trash talker.
Jerry! 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 Do not adjust your sets. That is Jerry Springer at his very own movie premiere. Let's just say it's the world's first blue-collar Hollywood premiere, complete with green AstroTurf instead of the usual red carpet.
I think this is a very funny movie, and if this works, you know, we'll do other ones.
You know, you're even more handsome in person.
Well, thank you very much.
Jerry's movie, Ringmaster, is all about what else? Jerry's outrageous TV talk show. So why pay at the box office what you can get at home for free?
In this movie, it answers the question which everyone inevitably asks me is, where do you find these people? Where do you find those people? Everywhere. We don't find them. They come to us. We get thousands of calls a day from people who desperately want to be on the show.
Only in America would a guy who was once the mayor of Cincinnati, then a big-time news anchor, who goes on to host what most critics call a trashy circus sideshow, find himself starring in a movie called Ringmaster. Oh, and let's not forget about the book of the same name.
I'm the ringmaster. I have the stage, and I'm bringing them on out.
Springer says the movie is mostly based in reality, and what you learn is a lot of these guests revel in their revolting ways just to be on TV.
We're gonna be on this.
Before the show,
It's like we're movie stars, isn't it, Angel Baby?
during the show,
Don't you be looking at me like that. You're the one that stole my diaphragm.
which brings us to the issue of phony guests.
95% of what we put on the show is absolutely true. Have there ever been guests on our show that have made up stories? I'm sure.
Phony or not, Jerry says 25 million people are watching every day.
Does that overwhelm you, the fact that you have such a huge audience? And do you oftentimes sit there and wonder why?
Yeah, I'm overwhelmed by the popularity of the show because I have no talent. I mean, you know, I'm a schlub that has a show and it's worked well. I'm the luckiest person in the world. There's not a person watching this show right now that couldn't do it better than I do.
Well, you make it sound like it all happened by accident for yourself.
I think it did.
What about the fights that were supposed to be toned down and then were brought back because something else went down, the ratings?
We let the people behave as they behave. We have more security to make sure nobody gets hurt, and we edit out some of the rougher portions of the show so that a viewer won't get to see that.
What do you say to the parents of the kids who have gone into school and say to their teachers, "Don't you talk to me that way or else I'm going to Springer you"?
Yeah. Well, they shouldn't talk that way. I'm honored to be a part of the English language, I guess. Obviously that's not an appropriate thing to do.
But it just shows the power that the media has and that someone like
Well,
you
I think
has.
it's important for the media. I mean, it's important for the media to show the world as it is. Some people speak the King's English, some people curse. Some people, let American television show it all.
Do you think that there is anything socially redeeming about your show?
No. It's the stupidest show on television. It's mostly silly. It's crazy. But for 1 hour, 25 million people a day enjoy the escape of watching this crazy show.
And now that wrestler Jesse the Body Ventura fought his way into a governor's spot and Hulk Hogan wants to be president, no, say it isn't so.
If a wrestler can be a governor, I have wrestling every day on my show. I should run for president, and, so...
Would you?
I am announcing today my candidacy for the office of President of the United States because I think we can do better.
So, maybe we'll see you in the White House, Jer. Just pick Oprah as your vice president. Jerry Springer, thank you very much.
Nice talking to you.
Pleasure.
And Jerry's not done yet. Stick around to hear how he rates his competition.
Tomorrow on Hard Copy, Adam Sandler's the comedian who came out of nowhere to drown Jim Carrey's box office record with a movie called Waterboy.
And that's what I call high-quality A2O.
Now, all of Hollywood is talking about Sandler's next big movie and his next big paycheck.
No!
The Waterboy Wonder Boy, tomorrow.
Now the series that has everything you could possibly want in a television show. Little romance, a little action, and a lot of bathing suits. If you think Baywatch has the hottest bikini-clad heroes on the beach, you ain't seen nothing yet. Meet the red-hot cast of Acapulco Heat.
Do you have the necklace?
Seen this necklace before. Right here in Puerto Vallarta. I only came for the jewels.
Tell me what you didn't tell the cops.
Set on the Mexican Riviera, Acapulco Heat sizzles by combining a little action.
I play Tommy. He's a martial arts-driven warrior type.
A little adventure.
There's 4 of us, and anybody can hire us for anything, protecting political figures, looking for missing persons, solving murders.
And a lot of sex appeal.
And did the experience help?
I won't shoot anything.
Trouble is, sometimes the guns are bigger than their bikinis.
I've always found it hard to hide a gun when I'm wearing a bathing suit.
But these bathing beauties are not just pretty faces. They know how to handle a gun.
I have a 9mm Smith & Wesson semi-automatic pistol.
And they're straight shooters who take their job seriously.
I absolutely wanted to become very familiar with the pistol and go out and actually shoot it on the range.
Co-stars Allison Armitage and Michael Worth let us tag along to see how they warm up for their scenes.
I think one of the more overly used grips now on film is when the guys do what's called the gangster pull.
It's very, very dangerous. You have to be incredibly careful. You need to be aware and know what you're doing.
I think it's really important that people come out and actually practice the stuff they use a lot.
Never, never make me mad.
Looks like Swiss cheese, my friend, Swiss cheese.
Apparently men are trigger happy. And women aim and take their time and follow their target.
It is a good thing to come out here and just practice and to learn the idea of what it's like to hold a real gun.
If you're ready for some action and you like your salsa spicy, sit back and travel south to the border for some Acapulco Heat.
Up next, is Material Girl Madonna about to become America's next game show host? Will Julia Roberts' British co-star bear all? And is Jason Alexander about to go animated? Our Truth Squad tells you if that's just a bunch of bullwinkle. Next.
Why do people believe nothing works better than Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine?
It just breaks up my nasal congestion so that I can finally breathe.
Alka-Seltzer Plus rushes medicine to break up your worst cold symptoms. Nothing breaks up your cold better than Alka-Seltzer Plus.
MCI 5 cent Sundays.
I need passion, depth. I need intensity.
MCI 5 cent Sundays. 5 cents a minute every Sunday.
Think big. Think Shakespeare. 5 cents a minute every Sunday.
5 cents a minute every Sunday.
I ask for an actor. They send a comedian.
Call 1-800-SUNDAYS to become an MCI customer.
Again?
Call 1-800.
Have a meal with my big Italian family, and they'll share everything with you. The salad and the snapshots, the breadsticks and the baby. And that's how they feel at the Olive Garden. We're sharing as part of Hospitaliano, which means when you're here, you're family.
The stock pages aren't the only place to make money in the Oregonian. Every day, thousands of people shop the classifieds. It's a hot market for both buyers and sellers. And you can get into it for about $4 a day. To place an ad, call 221-8000. The Oregonian. Practically indispensable.
Well, if I had money, tell you what I'd do.
My new 99 F-150 Super Cab 4x4 has 4 doors standard. I guess you could call it a 4x4x4.
Ford makes the only line of standard 4-door super cabs in America.
That means easy access. And the 4.9 financing means I'm saving over $1,800 in interest. That's about $50 a month. I'm gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruise it up and down the road.
Come on and get crazy about the best-selling, best-built trucks during National Ford Truck Season.
So, Delmar, how many chickens we got on this farm?
50,000.
Wow. See, sometimes you get so busy on the farm, you ever miss having breakfast?
Sometimes we'll have breakfast for dinner, yeah.
Well, how about IHOP's new scrambles? Our ranch scramble is stuffed with ham, tomato, and onion, then smothered with cheese. Served with hash browns and IHOP's famous buttermilk pancakes.
I'd like to try it.
So this is Cliff in America's Heartland, reminding you that any time's a great time for breakfast at IHOP. So, Delmar, which did come first, then, the chicken or the egg?
I don't know.
You're watching Coin TV, News Center 6.
Why is she smiling? She's got Polidin for Parcels to clean the pearly part and the metal part in just 5 minutes. Try Polidin for Parcels and smile.
Well, Madonna made a big splash with her tawdry documentary, Truth or Dare, but now whispers of a TV version are the talk of Tinseltown. All right, Jerry, what's the deal?
It may be more like, let's make a deal, Kyle. We investigate the Material Girls game show rumor in this edition of the Truth Squad. True or false, is Madonna secretly developing a game show?
I think she has better things to do. She has a daughter.
She can sing, she can dance, she can act, and she always knows how to shock us. But Madonna, the game show hostess? Well, move over, Wink Martindale. It's true. We spoke to Madonna's people, and she is developing a spicy show based on the Truth or Dare game. And we have a few truth questions we'd love to pose to Madonna. True or false, actor Rupert Everett will pose nude for Playgirl.
I'd like to believe that one.
You're not alone. Lots of people fell in love with the dashing actor in My Best Friend's Wedding, and his audience might be bigger than you think, since he is one of the few openly gay actors in Hollywood. But sorry to disappoint you fans, the naked truth is, it's false. Rupert's publicist tells us he wasn't even offered the Playgirl spread, and if he was, he would have turned it down. True or false, is Jason Alexander about to become a cartoon character? It wouldn't be that big of a stretch. His George Costanza character on Seinfeld was very animated. So, yada, yada, yada. This one's true. Jason will be the voice of Boris Badenov in a full-length version of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Now is Britain's richest rocker, David Bowie, about to rock the auto world by designing a new car? We're going to steer you straight on this one tomorrow. Drive it on home, Kyle.
All right, the Bowie Mobile. Thanks, Jerry. Time now for your hard copy challenge for Monday, November 16th. What role do actors Dylan McDermott, Jason Patric, and Ethan Hawke all have in common? We've got the answer coming up next.
Tomorrow on Hard Copy, Adam Sandler is beating Jim Carrey at the box office. Find out what Hollywood is saying about this Waterboy Wonder Boy tomorrow.
Oh, it's cooking now. Hey! Come on, baby. Hey, that sugar's gone. Let me tell you.
When you use Lever 2000, you'll always feel like being close. Because Lever 2000 is a tough deodorant clean, so you want to get close. But we also have moisturizers for your skin, so you want to stay close. Lever 2000, the touchable clean for all your 2000 parts.
Next time you need to look good for a meeting, remember, we'll press any suit you bought from the Men's Warehouse for free. Which sure beats trying to do it yourself. The Men's Warehouse. You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
If you want to know what your future holds, make sure you get your information from a reliable source. The 7-Day Planner from Coin 6 NextRad Weather. A full week's worth of weather. See into your future only from Coin 6 News.
Nature gave you a backbone to help you absorb everyday shocks. That's the reason we gave Jimmy backbone. Like any truck worth its weight, it's built on a full-length steel frame. So Jimmy can handle almost anything, yet the ride is surprisingly smooth.
Buy a 98 Jimmy and get this solid deal. $2,000 cash back or 0.9% APR financing.
Jimmy by GMC. Backbone standard.
How do they do it? I hear they use real lemons. Here's the table you reserved. Nice hustle, Jimmy. Thanks, Grandma. It's not fair. Looks like you just earned yourself one free lemonade.
We didn't invent great service. We just took it to new heights. Alaska Airlines. For the same price, you just get more.
Closed captioning provided by...
Introducing Suave antibacterial hand soap. Now you can kill germs and moisturize as you wash your hands of high prices. Suave. Don't you look smart?
All right, so what role do actors Dylan McDermott, Jason Patrick, and Ethan Hawke all have in common? Well, it's actually a real-life role they shared. At one time or another, they each have romance.
Boy, that was a lot easier than you even made it seem. Secure your home with a Genie IntelliCode system. It changes your garage door opener's access code every time you use it. And it's at the guaranteed low price every day at the Home Depot.